So my name's Chris, this is Brian. We're what's called PREVENT, right? Within
Counter-Terrorism.
Police. And people think the word counter-terrorism, they think all this, but it's not. Our role is far down the river, we say, I suppose.
Okay.
You don't want any trouble at all.
No.
I know you kind of you protest or post stuff online.
Oh yeah, I do.
It's all legal and stuff. But
Yeah,
it's fine, and everyone's got a right in this country to have their own political opinion,
Of course.
and peaceful protests, etc.
Yeah.
Our job is just to make sure that people understand how to keep themselves safe and they don't cross our line into criminality. That's our job, to make sure you don't get yourself in trouble.
That's fine. That's good. That's actually good.
Because our job is preventive. We work with a lot of people who kind of go to protest, put stuff online, and sometimes they put something on which they don't realise is criminal sometimes, and then get themselves in trouble with the police. So our job is to stop that. Don't come into the criminal space. I don't know what was that word really, is it?
I understand. I get it.
And we get a lot of, from all ages, a lot of young people who go online, put stuff online, and they don't realise that they put support for different organisations around the world, and then they get done for,
I get it,
promoting terrorism or supporting terrorism, that kind of stuff. I'm not saying you do that.
No, that's fine. That's
our kind of remit, basically. So the reason why we popped out is because, you've been to some protests and things.
I have, yes.
Somebody said you're entitled to your view. It's just to make sure you don't overstep that line and to make sure you know to keep yourself safe.
Fine, but I do have a lot of issue with the Muslim community, with the Bangladeshi community, which is from the Swansea Mosque and EYST. Do you know EYST? It's an organization. A lot of going around giving out my personal details. Obviously, not many people know that I live here because I've changed very recently. But this one he's going on, and he got some of his colleagues who have, who knows my details, my personal, like my name, my family members' names. And they're just giving out.
So why did you not actually think that? You argued with them before?
No, I haven't argued. The thing is, I haven't argued with anything. And the good thing is you're here today because I do have the recording. So I used to play basketball in our college with these Bangladeshi Muslims community. And I went to the Tommy Robinson protest on in October, that was, in London. So I came back and I thought I'll do a post where I said, because a lot of the Muslim people, they have this thinking, the moment a white person says something that they don't agree on, he's a racist. Like, let's say you guys turned up here today. I could very easily post a video and say, hey, guess what, guys? I'm a Muslim guy. These two racists turned up today and they've done. People do that. I'm not going to do that. That's not me. So, anyways, this was the concept that I've seen so much. So I thought I reported from my honest opinion. So I went there and I said, look, everybody that I have met from the Tommy Robinson organization, none of them came across a racist or fascist. And if anything, they were very supportive. When I asked them questions, what do you think about me being an immigrant in your country? What do you feel and how do you feel? They said, we don't mind. You're abiding by the law. I said, yeah, look, I've been here 10 years. I never have had any issues with the police. There is no criminal record, either in the UK or in Saudi Arabia where I used to live. So after that, I posted on my Twitter, highlighting that, look, not every white person is a racist, is a fascist. Yes, there are police, there are problems with the police, but not everybody in the police is bad. And that was my opinion. But being a Muslim and an immigrant, the only hate that I saw, because a lot of people seen it, almost over 4,000 people seen that, me saying that not all white people are racist. Not Tommy Robinson is not a racist. He's not a fascist. And I think what he's just doing because he's a patriot to the country. There's nothing wrong with that. So when I did that, the Muslim community came after me. It wasn't the white people, it wasn't the fascists and the racists that they said the far right, none of them. It was the lefties who came after me. They start posting pictures of me online. They start posting pictures of my family members online and giving out my address and saying, this is the guy where he lives, find him and do what you need to do. They have, so these mosques, the Swansea Mosque have, the Swansea Mosque along with EYST, affiliated with Cardiff Mosque, I don't know all of it, but they have showed me messages on WhatsApp group, which they've called the far right watch list. And they have put me on top of the list, even beyond Tommy Robinson. See, they call Tommy Robinson racist, but they put me above him, saying that this guy we need to be careful of. When they say we need to be careful of, they mean if you see him anywhere, you attack him, you shout at him, there's no problem. I go out with my family members anywhere to eat. They send me pictures of me saying that, we know you were here. And I can show you. No, I was moving anyways. I'm not afraid of these people. I'm not afraid of these people at all. And so I feel it was my duty to report, yes, Tommy Robinson is not racist. The people that he supported, the people support him are absolutely not racist. So if that was the case, and this is all I've done, so you can tell, it's not crossing a line. It's literally, it's just me saying, if somebody says you're a racist, and I'm saying, no, you're not a racist, because I know this guy. I have met this guy. How can you say he's a racist when I'm telling you he's not? So that's all I did, right? I live my life in the UK. I do care about the UK and that's it. Why can I not do that because I would like to live a peaceful life.
Do you want them first, or they want you?
No, the thing is, if I be honest with you, if you have been into town in your plain clothes, not as a police officer, you know these people get in your face. Right. It's simple as that. Like, if somebody gets in my face, as living in the UK in a free country, I would tell them, don't get in my face. And if they said, so what you're doing for Palestine? I'll say, absolutely nothing. Why would I do anything? Why do I need to do anything when I've got my own problems, when I've got my own, things that I'm dealing with? Why would I even care about someone else's problem when I've got plenty of my own?
So yeah, it's wrong your opinion. I was going to say right.
Well, I know, and unfortunately, it's not the far right people that a lot of people have made it look like in the mainstream media, or it's the white people, it's the Christian people, or it's not them. It's not them. It is actually the Muslims.
Not saying Tommy Robinson and them groups, other far right groups have underlying kind of messages of yours.
Yeah, no, but you would always see Tommy Robinson go against them. He always say, if you are a racist, and look, I have been to his demonstration. Yeah. The message was clear, and they have said, if we see anybody being racist, because like you said, if you've got a crowd of 20, 30,000 people, of course there will be people with, with different mentalities. Like you said, yes, there are racism everywhere, but if there are people like Tommy Robinson and his right-hand man, people like him, people like that I know personally, they are calling out and they say, no, you can't be racist to him just because he's a Muslim and he's an immigrant. No, you can't be racist to him. So you need to, people need to see that. And like I said, look,
we're from Prevent, so we're a pre-criminal space, we call it. So we try, if we come across individuals who we see maybe become susceptible to becoming radicalised, going on the wrong path, we try and step in to pull them out before they get into that realm of crossing the line of criminality.
Yeah. I hope that you go to the Swansea Vault because there are a lot of criminals there, and EYST, a lot of criminals there.
In a CT perspective, is why we are here. It's been brought to our attention because of the rallies you've attended and stuff like that. It's your right to do it, obviously. It's quite a unique situation for yourself, which we appreciate. It's everybody's right to do that. Your British values seem to be, sound, and is right you're following British values.
I'm in a British country.
Exactly.
I'm in the UK. I will follow the British values.
So where are you working at the moment?
Well, I was working at the Swansea Council, but they fired me because of all these things. And that was again the complaint that went from the mosque and the people working at EYST, calling me a racist. And another thing was the police officer actually turned to my workplace. That's when it went bad. They turned to my workplace and they were looking for me, and they were telling people they were looking for a guy called Shoaib, and he's a racist. So, and I don't get any benefits. So now that I don't have jobs, anything that I'm paying for is from the savings, whatever we've got left. So we don't get there is absolutely no help from the universal credit, and I don't mind that because I am an immigrant, and it says on my BRP, which is the biometric resident permit, that I'm not entitled to any state benefit, which is fine. I don't mind that, as long as I had the job. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if I was dismissed because I didn't do the job right, I'll be fine. But I've got a certificate that I received a month before I got dismissed from my job, being one of the best worker in the council, and I've got this certificate to prove that. Right. So it is crazy what's going on. So yeah.